And good evening to you. I'm Vicente. Thank you so much for joining us. We are just minutes away from the launch of a Russian rocket that will carry a Houston astronaut to the International Space Station.
Vicente, are you getting us all tickets? Come on.
Yes. You know what? It was funny when I left the office today. So many people were asking me to buy them tickets. Don't worry, I bought them. And look at all the folks in here. They're also buying tickets. This is the way it's been in here all day long.
Yeah, Lynn, they make headlines, and just about everyone shakes their head when you hear of a story like this. It was in this parking lot at Highway 290 in the North Loop that the baby boy lost his life. We're following breaking news out of Northeast Houston. Look at this. A traffic accident is backing up traffic in the westbound lanes of the North Loop near Ella. This is a look from Houston Transtar. Tonight, we are following several tragic stories, and they all involve children. First, we're getting more information on a 4-year-old boy shot in his home. The family opened their doors to us tonight and told us how it all happened. KHOU 11 News reporter Doug Miller is live in Northeast Houston with that story. Doug. Breaking news out of Northwest Harris County this evening. Emergency crews have rushed a 5-year-old girl to the hospital after she was discovered in an apartment complex swimming pool. It happened this afternoon at the Champion Woods Apartments on Champions Plaza Drive. Firefighters say neighbors found the little girl in the pool and they tried to perform CPR. The child was taken to Texas Children's in stable condition. We're told she was breathing. We'll bring you more information as soon as it becomes available. We begin with breaking news from Southeast Houston. That's where a small plane nearly crashed into a crowded baseball field, then lost the banner it was pulling. One person is seriously hurt. Andrew Horansky joins us from near Austin High School, where he's been talking to people who saw what happened. Andrew, the Trayvon Martin case has led to protests and anger across the country. Today in Houston, the Community of Faith Church held a service as a tribute to the Florida teen. But as reporter Lee Felicia found out, the people gathered expressed a whole lot more. Investigators say it looked like a pharmacy in there, that there were that many drugs there.
That's a lie. There's no pharmacy in my house. I don't know why he told you that.
$15,000. Why keep so much money in the house?
I don't know. You don't have $15,000?
Not in my house, no, sir.
But do you have it, though?
I'm not the story here. Yeah, let me give you the latest from the scene. If you look over my right shoulder here, you can see a wrecker is about to lift the bus and get it out of here. It's been here all afternoon where investigators have been trying to figure out what happened. Yeah, Lynn, they make headlines and just about everyone shakes their head when you hear of a story like this. It was in this parking lot at Highway 290 in the North Loop that the baby boy lost his life.
Well, you guys, they're still talking about it because as far as alligators go, the one that was seen here in Sims Bayou is a big one. Let's show you some more of that video. Can't get enough of it. This was shot from Air 11.
Bike riders hit the road in Houston today for a week-long ride. As part of the Tour de Rouge, the group will be pedaling all the way to New Orleans. And in case you're wondering, that's about 526 miles. Ooh, that's a long way. If all goes well, they should arrive in the Big Easy on Friday. The annual ride raises money for American Red Cross chapters along the Gulf Coast. Good luck to you guys. Well, it's getting hot out there, and you know what that means. Lemonade time, and some kids are cashing in. It's all part of a national event called Lemonade Day. It encourages kids to learn business skills. Today, we found a group of kiddos showing off their lemonade stands at Mount Ararat Baptist Church in Northwest Houston, and she's saying, I made it myself. I don't know, Mario, if you had a chance today to see some kids out on street corners, there was one girl that hollered at me, hey, mister, you want to buy some lemonade? Boy, I said, she's going to be a CEO somewhere someday.
Yes, she is. Could have used some lemonade today. You're right, Vicente.
Vicente Arenas has been looking into this. He joins us now with more on what he's found.
Lynn and Greg, one longtime chief investigator said this was stunning, and now we know which agency dropped the ball. A blunder discovered after a wild beach party. From the beginning, trouble was everywhere.
Texas beach party, going down, they fight.
Thousands of Easter weekend revelers in the heat, a prescription for something worse that finally did happen at the end of the night when gunshots rang out. And when the shooting stopped, Derek Milam, 25 years old, lay dead.
It's just he was innocent, and why would they take him?
There were even more questions when officers identified the accused shooter. DeAndre Marquise Gray, 19 years old, never should have been at the party in the first place. Why? He was out on bail for a previous killing. A judge had ordered him to wear an ankle monitor and stay home. That didn't make much sense to friends of Derek Milam.
The justice system should have figured that out. He was going to do it again.
Even worse, police discovered that Gray never got that electronic bracelet. Investigators were stunned.
It was upsetting that here a person is supposed to have this and didn't have. So there's a failure somewhere in the system.
In fact, Gray had even been arrested while he was out on bond for carrying a prohibited weapon, went in and out of jail, and yet no one noticed he wasn't wearing the transmitter. So we went to the Harris County Community Supervision and Corrections Department, also known as Adult Probation. It handles ankle monitors. We wanted answers.
Someone has died in this particular case, and no one has been disciplined. You guys have not said why this happened. May I speak to you off camera?
Off camera, Deputy Director Ray Garcia told me that normal procedures were not followed, and so they never knew Gray was supposed to have an ankle monitor, a monitor that might have saved Derek Milam's life.
He couldn't really say nothing because he was bleeding so much.
The probation department says it's investigating, trying to figure out exactly what went wrong. Probation officers are supposed to get ankle monitors on defendants pretty quick, but in this case, the agency didn't even know DeAndre Gray didn't have one until it was too late. You know, and the sun is out now, so Mara, the big question is the rain gone altogether, or should we expect more?
About 24 hours later.
Hard to watch him come out of that hole there. Glad he's okay. These are water spouts. Look at this, 9 of them altogether. They formed on Lake Michigan yesterday. The Weather Service is asking boaters to be vigilant because these can be very dangerous. Their winds can blow 60 miles an hour. But what a sight that is, 9 altogether. When you said in the 60s, I was like, oh, wait a minute, where? 60s in the Houston area?
You have to actually drive to Huntsville, and drive to areas north of town.
And she's okay now, but boy, does she have a story to tell. Rika, what would you do if Prince William came and saved you out of...
I would love to be rescued by Prince William. Let's put it that way.
She wouldn't let go. She'd stay hanging on. Ryan Forbes caught these clouds on camera. Boy, they're looking really cool there. This was the start of the storm hitting up in the Spring area. And right now, we have more than 8,500 people in the dark across the Houston area. But the question now is, what's in store for the rest of our weekend? And you know, we've been having our own problem with West Nile here, and after today's rain, more mosquitoes coming our way, I'm sure.
Absolutely, Mark.
And that rain is a good thing. We're not dealing with all those fires that we had last year at this time, so it's good
We'd like
to
to
have some
forget that.
moisture.
Yes, it's nice to have.
Okay, is it just me? I thought this was a fashion show of some kind.
Yeah.
When you crash, it inflates from your collar to protect your head. It was developed with the help of a brain trauma specialist. The invisible helmet costs about $600, but more to come on this story, I'm sure.
High fashion helmets.
That's right.
All right, how'd you like to get behind the wheel of this baby?
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the thing about it is they've lost a PV like 5 years in a row.
You know, but I can listen to that guy all day long. All right, you want to see how Matt gets to work every day?
Yeah.
This is his ride. Wait till you see the price tag of this sweet car coming up next.
Vicente, my birthday's coming up.
It's all yours.
You know.
We'll take a picture of you coming to work in it. Have a good night, everybody.